EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's the second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
And they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. The ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series you have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
7 yards there and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Cougar 19. Ready.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defenders' minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Ready.
From the gun, it's Walker. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
77. Check. Ready.
Back to Walker on first down. Down to about the 32.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
60, 70, Timberwolves. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and goal and an opportunity for our first points in this wild card game.
18.
He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
2nd and 5. And he's got it. Out of the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Kenneth Walker, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks will strike first here in this wild card matchup. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Here's Penix. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
49-yard line.
They'll throw with Penix. That one complete. It's tanked down. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
That's another. First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To the air, Penix. And complete to Drake London. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too.
1st down, Falcons.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
The Seahawks 20-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
3rd and long.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the 1st. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. Instead, it's 4th down.
41-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives, and they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Viking 18.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it second down and 12.
Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Looking to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tank Dell. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a BAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
Well, when you're a road team in the playoffs, when you're a wild card, what's the one thing you need to be able to do to stay in football games? Run the football. And that's an excellent job right there of identifying where to go and picking up good yardage.
That's complete to Dell. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
From the 41, this is second and a yard. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the 38-yard line.
A give left side to Robinson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Looking to throw Penix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and
2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing again, Penix. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll run with Robinson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there. But that's a nice job to troop a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Again it'll be Robinson, and he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. This is a big play in this wild card matchup facing 3rd and goal. Now Penix going to hold on to it. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Warriors 17! 19 Tiger! 19 Tiger! Panther 60! Panther 60!
2nd and 4. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Your mind is out of bounds. It's telling you back it up. You check about thoughts and memories that's adding up like overseas. You feel alive like you can't have enough. You probably feel paralyzed.
Ready. Here we go. Start. Let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
That's out wide here for Robinson. So the gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. Now 2nd and 9. Now Penix. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I've established a running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Penix. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll look to throw now on first down. This short pass into the hands of Njoku.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion or would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Robinson up the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
A gain of 3 yards.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Penix. Got his man, Dell. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll set up to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
How about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
If it was sunny, maybe this is a field goal attempt, but with the rain, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play we just shouldn't have thrown the football, and that ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Only able to gain a couple there. And it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he's able to break out a one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It's a pickup of 6.
First down.
3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
70 Lions. 60 Eagles. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 79 Broncos. 30.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. They'll get only 3 there, so at least with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Tap the 60. Tap the 60. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Right side finds its receiver, Horton. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Booger 19. Let's go.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Good spot on the field to go for it, kind of no man's land as they call it, and it worked out.
Yeah, they call it no man's land because your punter is telling you it's too short. I'm just going to punt it into the end zone. Your field goal kicker might give you a little raised eyebrow, might be too far for the field goal, so it gives you a great chance to go for it. Personally, if you have those tendencies to be aggressive as a head coach, you kind of like this spot because it gives you the decision to go ahead and go for it when you want to anyway.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Check. Bobcat. 70 Timberwolves.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Let's go now. Cut. 70 Lions. 19 Lions. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Now back to throw. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. The offense on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 79 Broncos. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
Get up, Cowboy 80. Reload, reload. Hey, check that. Street. Ready, right?
Trying the left side with Walker. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. We've seen that before. Jeffrey Simmons making a stop behind the line. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Hey. Bronco 80.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Go.
He'll look to throw. He'll try and do this himself. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
2nd and 10. Cousins. Throw left side. There's London. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They go play action. Cousins. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, it's Cousins. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And that is taken in by Njoku. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
At the 37-yard line.
On play action, Cousins. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Derek Hall. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw, Cousins. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and 12.
Cousins. He'll try and do this himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. That sack, it goes to Boye Mafe.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. To the right side, this is Walker. They're trying. And did he get in? No. They'll mark him out at the 1-yard line. 96 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Walker is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Check, Bobcat, Stephanie. Cowboy 80.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Back to throw. This is caught. Touchdown. Elijah Arroyo from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now Cousins. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Derek Hall able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. That's complete to Dell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's Bradley Pena now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go, Jack. Bronco 80.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
That's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like to cut loose, too. You might think I chose this way of living now, but it chose me. You can hear me coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed.